Liven XFM sound design is really different. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Be sure to check out my upcoming free live stream concert, Freebeat Live, The Next Level. Today's patron shout-out goes to Happy Vibes. Thank you so very much for the support. Happy Vibes indeed. Let's get started. So this is the Sonicware Liven XFM. It is a 4-operator, 6-voice polyphonic FM synth that also comes with a built-in 4-track, 6-voice polyphonic groove box with tons of different patterns, each of those patterns 64 steps and so much more. It can even act as an external effects box, and even if I ended the description there, you'd know it was an absolute steal at just $240 US. No, this video is not sponsored. Sonicware has not given me any money to say that, and I bought this with my own money. I just think it's that much of a good deal. Today we are going to be talking about sound design on the XFM. Now, if you know me at all, you'll know that I am not a fan of sound design. I've actually made a video talking about it, whether it's subtractive or FM or whatever. I just don't really like the process of designing my own sounds. I'd rather take preset sounds and make, actual music with those. That being said, if you do like sound design and share your own presets with the world, thank you so very much from me. I love you. Now, like I said, the XFM is a 4-operator, 6-voice FM synth, and you can edit it as such. In fact, Sonicware actually includes this little overlay here when you buy it. It comes with, everything. You can go in on a per operator level. It can be just as complex as any other FM synth out there. This is really cool that they give you the overlay. There are a whole bunch of great tutorials on YouTube here already about editing, the FM engine. We're not going to be doing that today, and that's because the XFM includes another method of sound design that is quite different, and it's actually one that I really enjoy. There are essentially 4 different synthesizer modes here on the XFM. We have XLab, Xform, XLFO, and Library. The way we change through those is by holding function and pushing the synth button here. You can either use the value knob to switch, between them, or you can just like that, just go through them that way. So let's start with LIB, or Library. This is a basic preset browser. I actually covered this in my quick start guide. Library allows us to pull up one preset and play it. Very simple. Really quick, I also want to draw your attention to this little chart right here. We can actually see, depending on which synth mode we are on, what these top 4 knobs here control. So on Library, the first knob controls the bank that we are actually in. There's 32 different banks. The second knob controls the sound slot of that bank that we are on. The third knob controls the attack of the sound, and the fourth knob adjusts the tone. If we want to control release and gate, that has its own knob. It works independent of whatever synth engine we are on, right down there. So let's go ahead and pick a bank here. We'll go to key 1. We'll use knob 2 here to go to, we'll go to organ 1. There we go, pretty self-explanatory. We're playing the organ patch. Nothing to it. Things get interesting, though, when we start checking out the other 3 engines. Like I said, Library is just the basic browser. Each of these 3 engines allow us to take 2 different sounds and blend them together in different ways to make new sounds. So let's go to XLab. So remember, function, synth, XLab right there. We can also look at the chart here and see that the functions for these 4 knobs have changed. So we'll see here that the first different function here for this knob is sound 1. Remember, I said that we're going to blend 2 different sounds with this one here, 2 different presets. So knob 1 controls the sound slot of our first sound. If we want to change the bank, we hold shift and use knob 1. So let's go ahead and go to pad 1. And then we will let go of shift and use the knob to pick our slot here. Let's go to glass. Okay, cool. Now we're going to blend that with sound 2, which we get to by using the second knob here. And once again, if we hold shift, we can change the bank that we're in. Let's go to hi-hat. Hi-hat 2, sure. Now let's use ride 2. How about that? Now if we hit a key, we will hear a blend of sound 1, which is our glass pad, and sound 2, which is the ride cymbal. Sounds kind of weird, right? That's because these modes are incredibly experimental. There are a ton of different sounds and a ton of different possibilities that you can get out of these engines. So it really encourages experimentation and just really, endlessly changing knobs and sounds until you find something you like. Now, knob 3 over here actually allows us to change how the blend of the two sounds works. You can see right here we're dealing with the sound on the left, or this knob, and then we're dealing with the sound on the right, or this one. To the point where that's almost just the glass pad by itself. And there's the ride cymbal by itself. If we hold shift and use this, we can actually lock the pitch and the envelope per the sound, and you can get some crazy results with this. Again, there's a lot to play with here. Knob 4 can still adjust the tone of the sound if we hold shift and turn it. Or if we turn it without holding shift, we get access to the different colors, which are a whole bunch of different, essentially, algorithms of how the two sounds blend and how, I believe, knob 3 works. Of course, keep in mind that all of those sounds we just made were only using the XLab engine and only using the same two presets being blended together. It's crazy how deep you can get and how many sounds there are. Also, one thing that's, I believe, unique to the XLab engine is once you come up with a sound that you like, you can save it as a new preset by holding Function and pressing Capture. Now we can save that to one of our 32 different sound banks. How about bank 32? Save it to slot 16, press OK, there we go. Let's talk about the other two engines here. On the XFM, we have X-Form, which actually morphs from sound 1 to sound 2. So let's switch to X-Form, so hold Function, press Synth, there we go, X-Form. Once again, we pick our sounds the same way we did before. Let's go to, where's distortion? I like that one. There we go. Sound 2, we will morph to, let's pick a different bank. Let's go wind 2, sure. How about brass 3? Now, knob 3 actually controls the amount of time it takes to morph between the two sounds. Hear how it switches between them? It's so cool. Things will get crazy here if we hold shift and actually unlock the pitch and envelope. Really neat. Now, these might not sound too usable to you right now, but keep in mind I'm not spending any time to actually really dial them in. It does take quite a bit of effort, but the process, at least for me, is a lot more engaging than using something like this. For me, this is more about, actually using my ear and hearing where I want things to go rather than, just looking at a whole bunch of numbers on the screen. Pretty cool. Let's look at the third engine here, which is X-LFO. This is going to take two sounds and use an LFO to morph between them, as you might have guessed. So let's take, how about digital bass? How about that? Or digibass, whatever. For sound 1, for sound 2, let's take this crystal pad sound. You can hear that LFO switching between those two sounds. And also, as you might have guessed, these last two knobs here control the LFO settings. So we have our rate setting here and our shape setting for the LFO wave here. So let's go square. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and play with the pitch and envelope locks, remove those. Almost sounds a little smoother. Go sine wave, which will smooth it out even more, of course. And we can still access the color algorithm, which I honestly don't understand that much. I need to look more into it, but by holding shift and using knob 4. And these can all still be routed through effects too. So like the chorus here, let's increase our send. As you might be able to tell, this thing is deep. Of course, that means it will take a lot of time to dial in sounds exactly how you want them. However, even for someone like me who doesn't like traditional sound design, this is different enough of a process that I actually really enjoy it. And I found myself sitting here and saving different presets, especially in the XLab engine where I can just straight up combine sounds and don't have to worry about like LFO speed and all that. I've been doing that quite a bit, and it's a lot of fun. Super different approach to sound design. I love the idea of using different presets that have already been made to, combine them and come up with new sounds. Just something else that makes the Liven XFM unique and a pretty darn good deal, in my opinion. I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, though, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.